from my Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Welcome to your 7-card draw. What do I need? A shadow read for this full moon in November, waning to the new moon in December 2021. I am your reader, Mark Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of DrawingTheCircle Productions since 1998. Words of grace from a professional witch author, available on Kindle, link in the description box. And Patreon creator. I have been uploading all, and I do mean all, of the extended reads that I have over on Vimeo for the Patreon page. It's a learning curve, and I'm having a field day doing it. Kind of, sort of. Lots of breaks, lots of naps. So, enough about me. Let's talk about you. If you are new to the channel, a 7-card draw is just one card from 7 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about a specific astrological timeline. In this case, a waning moon from full to new, hence the shadow read, letting go, waning, releasing, forgiving, alchemy. Pick your language, it's all good. Let's talk about it. It's the full moon on Friday the 19th of November, 3:57 a.m. Eastern, but it goes void of course at the same time it goes full, and it is a lunar eclipse. I see a lot on the internet talking about it, but technically it is a full moon eclipse, void of course. I'm sure most astrologers would agree with me, but you do you. Regardless, that kicks us off for the waning moon to the new moon on Saturday, December 4th in Sagittarius, new moon in Sagittarius, 2:43 a.m. So by the way, with the waxing side of it, if you want to work right that Taurus moon, because it's in Taurus, but it goes void of course that last second, really, really good time for money, magic, wealth, second house dynamic, and that's why I'm launching my Patreon channel the day before on Thursday the 18th. So, you know, you learn how to ride the tides. It just makes things a little bit easier in terms of manifestation and release, right? So let's get up in this gig. It is a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs to get more information about the timeline we're about to look at, or perhaps another aspect of the timeline you're going to be traveling, right? Money, love, health, you know, the basic stuff, but we'll see what hits the table. Other than that, all the decks that I read are always in the bottom of the description box with links, lots of cool links. I always give good description box, and eventually with my Patreon link in there. So excited. But both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. I will do the same to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace that I can for my lovely Libras, your cardinal air signs you. Please take a nice deep breath. That feels nice. All right, here we go. As I call upon the collective pantheons of angels, archangels, goddesses, gods, ascended masters, general assembly, the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, as well as the spirit animals and totems for the Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading, the 7-card draw shadow read. In terms of the shadow work, what is the dominant 8th chakra archetype hovering over their head, affecting every other chakra, their electromagnetics, what they attract and repel in their lives, that needs some looking at. Oh, this full to new. Look, the Damsel archetype, I'm sure it's in the title because I always put the archetype in there. The Damsel archetype is the feminine family of archetypes, 9 different families. There's the masculine, the feminine, the healing, the divine, on and on and on. But the feminine family really has nothing to do with biological gender, although just like the masculine family, it seems a little bit of a stretch. But you can have an archetype, a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Eau de toilette, cologne, perfume, 3 levels of intensity or 3 levels of power. So regardless of your gender, this damsel is something I think a lot of us go through. The shadow is where the shadow work is, stuff you don't want to look at, stuff you repress, put behind you, or you don't want anybody to know about. The light is what you are shooting for. I can relate to the damsel, particularly I am Mercury conjunct Venus in Libra, so I can relate to damseling every now and again. The shadow attribute, waiting for a knight to provide for you, a K-N-I-G-H-T, not waiting for the knight, not J-Lo, waiting for the knight, K-N-I-G-H-T. to provide for you, seduced by romantic illusions. And who isn't? I mean, if you were raised with the kiss of true love, if you were raised with, you know, Cinderella and all of that, I mean, these are archetypal patterns. These are heroes' journeys too. That's why I do the Path of True Love reads. The damsel is usually, everybody damsels every now and again. The light attribute, though, understanding the nature of healthy romance. Now, how are you going to understand the nature of healthy romance unless you have done the bog crawl through unhealthy romance? So it's part of the journey, right? Inspiring you to rely on yourself. Ever After, Drew Barrymore, best Cinderella story remake ever, because you watch her go from shadow to light in that movie. She rescued her own damn self. Right? Work. Okay. Well, so we've got a romantic read. It's a little hard to dodge the damsel in, I mean, I guess it could be a career thing, but let's just keep going. Daughters of the Moon Tarot will be the next 4 chakras down. That 8th chakra hovering over it just sends the message down, and each chakra processes it differently. Breathe. As I call upon my goddesses of air, the sign of Libra and powers of the East, please, one card in clarity for the Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I'm watching this video, receiving this reading, alchemizing the damsel archetype this full to new November, December. Good. 3 of Cups, bonding. Hey, it's inside you, right? This is feeling an emotional bond with someone. Definitely a heart chakra thing there. Only a minor arcana card. But if you are an empath, this could also be about you kind of picking up stuff from the lower 3 chakras and feeling it in your heart about, I would think, a particular person. We're going to keep going. But 3 of Cups is celebratory. The name of the card, the keyword on the card is bonding. Make new friends. Keep the old. One is silver, the other gold, literally from the book, Daughters of the Moon Tarot. I found out later it was a Girl Scout thing. I had no idea. I do. It was decades ago. So, you know, this can be fun, right? This does not feel like a horror, right? Because heart, third eye crown is usually where the emotional aspect of shadow work goes down. 3 of Cups ain't that bad. What's going on lower 3 chakras? The yang energy, if you want to see Daughters of the Moon, is the inside stuff. Lower 3 chakras are the outside stuff. Root chakra relationships are groups, tribes, circles of people, bunches of people. 2nd chakra is one-on-one, umbilical relationship. You know, not just the romantic kinds, but you have a relationship with every individual person in your life. Solar plexus is your relationship to yourself, your self-esteem, your boundaries, your gut, right? Please take a nice deep breath. This energy is picking up fast as I call upon my gods of air, the sign of Libra, powers of the East. What's going on lower 3 chakras? The Libra from the outside looking in at them from the inside looking out at something, right? Could be another person here. Can be holographic, some of that, all of that. Lower 3 chakra dynamic. Damsel in the 8th, 3 of Cups on the inner, and High Priestess on the outer. You're not talking about it, you're just feeling it deeply. But I gotta say, this is kind of it's got a little carbonation, a little giggle in it. A little damsel giggle. Did we make a new word? I think we did. This is Persephone Underground, right? Our Lady of the Underground, the Magicians. I cried first season when they brought in Persephone and Our Lady of the Underground. But this is no longer her as the Maiden of Spring or the Lady of Summer. This is her Queen of the Underworld, right? Those deeper secrets, those deeper knowledges. Now, what I said before about an empathic bond, I'm really going to say this is from the outside looking at you is my take, unless you're cross-watching, you know, whatever. But this is about a very, very strong, and I hate using this word, psychic, intuitive. That's why I don't call myself a professional psychic. I'm a professional intuitive. Psychic, that word was killed for me in the 90s. Thanks, Dionne Warwick. Everybody's psychic. It means of the soul, of the psyche. But that is this as well. This is definitely some deeper intuition here, but secrets, right? Deep knowledge, but perhaps emotional wisdom that you have as the damsel. I'm going to say a lot of people who are just who come to my channel just looking for the same old in terms of relationship readings. Now, here's the work. Here's what it means for you. It feels like you're doing that. It really feels like you're doing that work. And you've got your own secrets and your own wisdom about it and stuff that you've learned. And it, you know, Persephone, she's a queen. She wants a king, right? So a damsel archetype, I mean, the damsel and Persephone together, that's, that I wouldn't call it a double whammy. It's not the same two cards, but really close. All right, the Ascended Masters. We're just going to say this is a soul contract read. Please take a nice deep breath. Different dimensional level of consciousness as I call upon the Ascended Masters of soul contracts, twin flames, soulmates, all that jazz. What is the perfect healing mantra from the Mac-Con Healing Mantra deck for the Libra Collective? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading to use their cardinal air, their creative power of mind with a mantra to help them heal. This damsel archetype, 3 of Cups on the inner, High Priestess Persephone on the outer. This full to new, November, December 2021. Unhooking the past. There's nothing to regret when I learned from my past. That almost became like a spoken word rap, whatever. There's nothing to regret when I learned from my past. I'm going to read it from the bookie book, but seriously, the High Priestess, you've learned a lot. And that's why I feel like whatever is going on here, yeah, there may be an emotional bond. There are other cards to hit the table. But whatever got you here, got you here. It couldn't happen any other way, which is another mantra in this deck. Let me read you Unhooking the Past. Because only the ego regrets. The soul sees everything as necessary, right? As a necessary step on the path of evolution and development. And every relationship in your life is a part of that. Every relationship. Not just the romantic ones, but it feels like that's what we're looking at here. There's nothing to regret when I learned from my past. When you unhook the past, you are able to see crucial moments of growth from fresh perspectives. Of course, you look back over your shoulder and you see things clearly or clearer. This allows you to see the mistakes of your past as catalysts for development, not something you did wrong, which is the ego's take on that. The soul does not agree, and the personality is in between, right? Turn that other cheek, New Testament, witch work. It is an opportunity to see how your previous actions could have been better aligned with your highest values. When you learn today the things you didn't know before, you are able to meet your current circumstances with renewed clarity, so the past can be unhooked instead of repeated. Come on. It's on the table here. How, from romantic illusions and delusions to healthy romance. Totally. This mantra is ideal for overcoming self-criticism, releasing shame, and being more open-minded. And for Libra, that is crucial. You keep it in balance, but certainly a powerful card here. A damsel unhooking the past. I can feel that in the title already. You already know what it is, oddly enough. Whispers of Love Oracle. Oh, here we go. The party turnter. Then all at once the party, it was turneth. Please take a nice deep breath. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. What is the whisper of love for the Libra Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading, giving this took a really good shuffle. What is the piece of information, inspiration, insight they most need to alchemize this damsel archetype from lead to gold? 3 of Cups on the inner, which does not feel heavy at all. Feels actually bubbly. High Priestess on the outer, which feels heavy but secretive. Unhooking the past. Nothing to regret when we learn from the past. What's the Whisper of Love? Spiritual connection. This relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. Great. Oh, another one? Hey, we all know each other from somewhere, right? I remember you from Mars. I remember you from Uranus. I'm never going to avoid that joke, folks. Yeah, come to Patreon. I get to really cut loose. So a spiritual connection. So obviously with the High Priestess, you might be feeling that deep inside, feeling this spiritual connection that goes beyond this life. Just remember, you're not always lovers in every life, you know. There can be parental dynamics, there can be sibling dynamics, but true love conquers all. That's why I do them. Their path of true love reads, ma'am. Shit. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I think this will be really helpful. The Divine Animals Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. I love her name because I'm from New York. Who are the spirit animals and totems walking with you? Please take a nice deep breath. This takes a second though. They're not all that verbal yet. As I call upon the spirit animals and totems for the Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, maybe giving this reading. Who walks with us, who swims with us, who flies with us, who crawls with us, who guides us. What is the perfect oracle for the Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign? Damseling from dark to light. 3 of Cups on the inner, High Priestess on the outer. Unhooking the past in this spiritual connection that goes beyond this lifetime. Help us. This full to new. I can't. Not with my family, I can't. We got the beaver. I can't. I just can't. I know, not all of you are laughing. Not all of you are laughing, but some of you are. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey, Mr. Beaver. What was that? Card number 27. I needed that laugh. I hope you needed that laugh too. What do you think? I'm like stacking these cards? No way. Oh, overshot. That was really funny. Nothing like a good laugh, right? My guide sent to me when I was a teenager, look, kid, if you get the choice to choose laughter over tears, choose laughter, because there are times when you can't do nothing but cry. Breathe. Card number 27, the beaver. And what's the key word? Work. As in, you better work. To love your work is a gift. Find balance between work and rest. It is worth aligning your work with your purpose if you can. Now, this is a shadow work read, so it may apply to that. Being positively, mindfully engaged in your work, no matter what it might be, is healthy. Someone may be attempting to micromanage you at your job, and this is not an optimum way to work. Perhaps it is time to be your own boss. Now, we'll get to the second part of that. I read the first part and the last part. This is a little bit of a party changer if this really is about work. It's the damsel, right? I could see this about a career if it was another archetype than the damsel, unless you kind of have damsels at work. And I could see that happening, like just waiting for a manager to rescue you or a better job to come along, right, to provide for you. But in the romantic sense, though, relationships are work. And I think we know that. I mean, if you're coming to my channel, you know that. So let's read the magic here. The magic. When you find it hard to motivate yourself, or when things are not working out with your career or work situation, beaver energy can help. When you need help finishing a physical project or attracting good craftspeople, call upon beaver magic to assist. I mean, I sort of get it. But I think there's no other card in this deck that says work as the keyword, as its central focus. This may not be the easiest relationship in the world because of its past life stuff, particularly unhooking the past right next to it. And if you have a past with this person, yes, the emotional bond is there, but chances are it was not healthy before on both sides. Like, if we're going to really do this as a soul contract read, twin flame or soulmate, new definition, links in the description box are out there or whatever. The beaver is a powerful card. We have to get last card down because it's still very... Yeah, is it general? It feels like 75% romantic relationship, 25% work situation. All right. The Blessed Be cards, the mystical Celtic blessing cards to enrich and empower, and Blessed Be for Lucy Cavendish. I love her work. This deck is gorgeous. I don't work with art that doesn't speak to me. But this is the hidden blessing. And just like we started with the pantheons of the divine, we end with the pantheons of pantheons, which is essentially the same thing. Please take a nice deep breath. And let's do this for real. Well, not that I don't anyway. As I call upon the pantheon of pantheons, for the Libra Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, watching this video, receiving this reading, in what appears to be a soul contract read here with the Damsel understanding the healthy romance and providing for themselves, rescuing their own selves. Three of Cups on the inner. There's an emotional bond here, but I gotta say the vibe on it feels good. The High Priestess part of it certainly can speak of shadow work, of going deep into the subconscious, right? Crossing the river Styx into the unconscious of the underworld there, unhooking the past, releasing regret because you learned from it, in a spiritual connection that that goes beyond this lifetime, which can make things really hard to understand logically. And we're talking with air signs here. So that work, that beaver work, which is also about earth and water, right? Going down, doing the work, connecting with this feeling on the inside that may not make sense on the outside. Please clarify this. What is the healing, the hidden blessing that will be on the other end of this alchemy, when the lead is gold, when the pain is peace, when the shadow is light, for the Libras this full to new November, December? A blessing of air. You got your own element. There is going to be some communication going down here eventually, for sure. I'm going to actually really do the blessing for you, because this has been a funny read and a fun read. I love Damsel energy, especially damsels that know how to kick ass as needed. I've hung out with thousands of them, my mayonnaise. So let's do this for realsies. Please, both feet on the floor if you can. Take a nice deep breath. Say it through me, my gods. Let's do this. Card number 2, a blessing of the air. A blessing to allow the free-flowing movement of inspiration, fresh ideas, purposeful memories, clear thoughts, and true words this day. Beautiful soul. May you be most blessed this day with the element of air. May your thoughts and words be in harmony with each other, and may they be inspired by trust in your ability to understand deeply with the gifts of the mind all that is within you and all without you, the inside and the out, the yin and the yang, the High Priestess there for sure. May your gift of the mind be clear and open, and may worthy ideas blossom and be expressed with ease and grace in words and actions that are in affinity with the highest of your ideals. May there be knowledge that is enriching, information that is trustworthy, words that are true in your world this day. Let memories that arise be ones which support you in your tasks, awaken forgotten dreams, and may the qualities of your thoughts match the boundlessness of the sky. May there be freedom and perspective as you move through this cycle of the sun, and may the winds of change blow from your life whatever it is best to liberate yourself from, unhooking the past. And I'm giving you that, not the book. Let the weightlessness of the air free you from the burdens that hold you from your dreams. And may the very air you breathe be pure and enlivening, awakening you to the limitlessness of your life's possibilities. May you feel inspired and refreshed, loved and nurtured with every breath in, and with each breath out, release from your mind all that is no longer in alignment with who you are becoming. Let your wings grow and strengthen until you take flight. Let scent and song and soaring freedom be yours. For these are domains of the element of air, and these are the blessings that are all about you this day. Most of all, may you fill yourself with what is good and true and pure, and may your every breath be blessed. For the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. So motivating, and so it is. I get the romantic part of this big time, right? Damsel, you need to unhook the past of this shadow stuff, the unhealthy stuff, to get, oh my God, I don't have to repeat this. I get this, because there is love in your heart, and there is friendliness, and there is that willing to bond, though you might be a little behind your thwart fan. You might be a little pulled back, a little secretive, a little silent. Keep it secret, keep it safe, because this is a spiritual connection that you are dealing with, past lives and all that stuff, really hard to just get with the element of air, but your element of water is feeling good. So get that there is work here. This relationship is from other lives, past life, future life, on planet, off planet, who cares? There are lessons to be learned, and we certainly see that here with this blessing of air for you, because it might come down to you cardinal air signs really looking back and learning and saying there's certain beliefs, certain patterns, certain ways of looking, things that do not suit me anymore. When I was a child, I played with childish things. Now I am an adult. I will put away the things of childhood. That's a really, really good read, my leaves. And if you liked it, like it. And if you want more, subscribe. If you want to jump over to Patreon, follow me on social media, because the moment we launch on the 18th of November, woo, it's going to be a busy Thursday. We are going to rock and roll and give it the best we got. So thank you so very much for watching. Want to book a reading with me? Everything you need is in the description box. There's a video down there if you like. Wishing you all truly the very best and the very blessed. The one for sure romantic read in this series so far. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.